bass, baritone, soprano, alto. If you're just starting off and you're wondering, what is my voice type? What is my voice type? What is my voice type? In today's episode, I want to show you exactly why it does not matter. So let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome back to Singing Simply. My name is Ivan. I'm a voice teacher based in Australia, and I'm on a mission to show that anyone can learn to sing. And it doesn't need to be hard. I want to show you all in the simplest way possible. Today's topic actually comes from a lot of my social media because a lot of people on my social media would DM me, hey, am I a bass? Am I forever stuck in this low kind of baritone voice? I can't sing high, or maybe I can't sing low. Am I forever stuck in this kind of voice type? Or maybe they might even ask, what is my voice type? I'm not sure. And so for today, I wanted to share a bit of my story. I want to show you exactly why people are so boggled down by voice types and what you can start doing about it. So when I first started singing, I was obsessed with voice type. I was so obsessed with voice type because I actually had a naturally lower speaking voice. And so one of the biggest things for me was I love singing pop songs. I love singing songs that are really, really high. But I found that whenever I was singing those songs, I would either strain and just wreck myself, or I had to completely key down an entire octave and try to sing it in the lower octave. And so inevitably, I started thinking, oh, well, am I doomed? Am I stuck forever in these kind of lower notes? And that became a question that just stuck on with me. Rather than focusing on improving my technique or whatnot, I kept focusing on what I couldn't do. And so this whole time, the first couple of years, I was thinking, man, I've got such a low voice, man. I can never sing those songs. And so if this is you, I wanted to first of all share some encouragement because even if you do have a lower speaking voice, even if you aren't getting to the notes that your favorite singers are, it is totally possible. And the reason why I know this is I used to be stuck at a middle C. I was just really could not get any higher. Ma 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 ma. Straining, getting stuck, could not go past the C4. But through a lot of training, I'm now able to do this. Whoa. And so if you're thinking, man, I've got a low speaking voice, I can't reach some of those notes at the moment, you are not alone. And you can also get better. Please, I want you to reaffirm this. Even if you think you can't do it at the moment, you totally can. You just haven't learned to do it yet. So I wanted to quickly explain why this is happening for you. So number one, I'm not going to deny certain voices have tendencies. What I mean by that is certain voices just have an easier time going to the high notes. Certain voices just have an easier time going to the lower notes. And this could be maybe from the environment they were raised up, maybe some of the physiological things in their voice. Maybe they've got smaller vocal folds. All of these, as I said, are tendencies. What they mean is they are not fixed. So they are not fixed, but these tendencies often have a bit of a effect on us. It forces us to think that that's all we're good for. That's all we can do. Just because I can only sing those lower notes, I'm stuck there, right? I'm just stuck on those lower notes. And for some ladies, right, I know they've got fantastic high notes and they're like, oh, I just don't have any power or strength on my lower notes or lower to mid notes. None of these are absolute truths. They are tendencies. There are things you tend to be better at. But can you get better at the other things? Completely. So the second thing that's holding you back, and this is something I'm really trying to tackle as a voice teacher, is people still believe that singing or having a great voice is a gift or a talent. It's something you're naturally born with. And you see these, for example, with amazing stars like Bruno Mars, like those kind of voices, Adele, Ed Sheeran, all those really, really amazing singers, right? Singers who really have made it big. We think they got there overnight. But what is the reality? And I know you all know this, but some of you still aren't believing it. They spent an incredible amount of time getting there. And how do I know? Check out some of Ed Sheeran's before and after. There was this video where he was on a talk show and he showed exactly where he started from. And if you listen to it, it was not good. It was not good at all. But through sheer effort, practice, more practice, he got to where he is now. And so this kind of explains why people are so obsessed with voice types. Number one, we have tendencies, right? Some of us are going to be better at singing the low notes. Some of us have a bit more of a richer kind of sound, right? Then there's also this belief that singing is a gift, right? Not everyone's going to be able to do it. Not everyone's going to be able to sing as well as Bruno Mars, all those kind of guys, right? And these two combined together leaves us with the question, what is my voice type? Am I forever stuck as a baritone? Am I forever stuck as a bass? And hopefully through today, I've shown you that no, this is not a truth. I've done it. Other people have done it. Amazing superstars have done it. It is definitely something you can outwork. And I want to quickly caveat this. As you get really, really, really insanely good, you've done everything you can. And what I mean by this is, say a singer like Michael Bublé. He's not going to sing in the same style as Bruno Mars because they have natural tendencies. There are things that they shine better at. Now, can they both do the same thing? Probably. They could probably sing similar notes. They could probably do some crazy things, right? But because they've got these natural tendencies, that's where the voice type does play a bit of part on the music they sing, on the way they do things, right? But what I'm trying to say is for a lot of you out there, you haven't even gotten to that point. You haven't trained your voice to a point where you need to be making these decisions. You're cutting yourself short just because of what your skill set is at the moment. And so what I want to encourage you all, keep focusing on getting better and better and better. I think the sky's the limit. There's so much you can grow. And if you ever hit that limit up there, right, where you feel like you've done everything you can, your voice is fantastic, then try to choose songs that are more suitable for your voice type. But if you haven't gotten there, focus on getting better. And here are some of the steps that you can actually take, because if you now believe that, okay, my voice type doesn't matter as much as I think, and I have to get better, right? I have to focus on getting better. So here are some of the tangible things you can do. So number one, I want you to write down an affirmation. An affirmation being just a statement that you believe is true. And what I mean by that is, for example, say if you're getting stuck on the lower end of your voice, right? You can't sing past a C4, can't sing past an E4. Write down, I can sing high. I can learn how to sing high. I can sing very high. Get your mind believing the idea first. Really believe it first, because I think that's going to be very, very important. Now, the second thing is find a voice teacher. You don't have to do this alone. The voice teachers have studied the voice for a long, long time. They know what is possible for the voices, and a lot of them, especially the good ones, are constantly learning. And wouldn't it be cool to have them share that knowledge with you? You don't have to do it on your own. Learning to sing doesn't have to be a solo journey. You can definitely find someone who can help you and pull you along faster. And finally, I want you to put in the work. Make sure you're assigning 15 to 30 minutes of practice every single day, tackling some of the things you're chasing after. Because if you're not putting work into your voice, it's not going to get better. It just won't get better. And so what you might do, right, is if you're struggling with your high notes, maybe focus on developing your mix, releasing some of those tensions or strains that you might be experiencing at the moment. Or maybe if you don't have those low to mid notes, right, see if you can start building more of a chesty kind of sound, right? All of these things, there's tutorials on YouTube, you can reach out to me. There's so many ways to do it, right? But you need to find a way yourself. The best thing you can do for your voice is to be a self-starter. Don't wait for someone else to come along and help you improve your voice magically. You got to start taking action. Start finding the right people, start finding the right resources to get your voice to the next level. It is possible, but you just need to figure out how. And so that wraps up for today's episode. I really hope I could break it down and explain to you all why your voice type really just does not matter, especially if you're starting off. It's just not something you want to think about. You'd much rather spend time building your voice, because the more tools, the more little skills you've got under your voice, the better your voice sounds anyway. So I want you to focus on that. So comment below what's one thing you will do differently starting from today. And I will see you all in the next episode.